Hi, Jeff Knoll here, CEO of Film.ca Cinemas and Head Elf. I'm here in front of Swiss Interiors in downtown Oakville for a very special reason. One of my favorite Christmas movies is The Santa Claus, the 1994 Disney hit starring Tim Allen. Did you know that many of the scenes of the Santa Claus were actually filmed right here in Oakville? So join me as we explore some of the locations as we're in search of the Santa Claus.
My agent had called me about an opportunity to sing as a caroler in a movie with Tim Allen. We filmed on a very cold and snowy evening and overnight. We filmed in the town square, right underneath the clock, and my son Mark, who was 6 years old at the time, was invited to come and sing as one of the carolers because they really wanted it to look like a family of carolers. And we can be seen in the opening credits. We sang Carol of the Bells. My son Paul was 13 at the time, and he worked as the background performer in all the shopping scenes. The shopping scenes were filmed up and down Lakeshore Road. We filmed that until the next morning. I think we got home about 6 or 7 in the morning, and we were so happy to be part of this Christmas tradition.
Here we are at the corner of Lakeshore and Navy Streets. This was the scene where Tim Allen, aka Santa Claus, was strolling down Lakeshore, branding people naughty or nice, kind of like this. Naughty, nice. Oh, seasons, very nice. Yeah, in your dreams, sleigh girl. Cool, an elf.
Is this the set of the Santa Claus? I'm here for my close-up.
You're a little more than 2 decades too late. The Santa Claus was filmed in 1994.
Oh boy, I forgot about the time difference.
Time difference?
North Pole Standard Time?
Makes total sense. You know what, I'm sorry that you're late. You won't be able to get your close-up, but I am checking out some of the locations where the Santa Claus was filmed more than 2 decades ago. You want to come with me and check it out?
Alrighty then. What a nice stranger.
In 1993, my family moved here from Ottawa, and we were immediately taken by the beauty of downtown Oakville. So fast forward a few months to late winter, early spring 1994, and I was a young journalism student at Ryerson University. One morning, I was appalled to hear Roger, Rick, and Marilyn mock downtown Oakville on their Chum FM morning show because we still had our Christmas decorations up. While we didn't still have our Christmas decorations up, there was a movie being filmed in downtown Oakville, and that movie was none other than the Santa Claus. To this day, the movie remains a favorite in our household, and we watch it every year. So I hope you enjoy it as well, and in the meantime, be sure not to walk into any rose sawchuck ladders. Merry Christmas.
So you know there, Elf, this is in fact Georgia Square, a kind of iconic park here in Oakville. But it's also an iconic location for one of the scenes in the movie. This is where Tim Allen, Santa Claus, meets with his little son Charlie and tries to convince him that they need to keep it a secret that he is in fact really Santa Claus. You know, speaking of the real Santa Claus, hold on. In the movie, my favorite character was this guy named Neil. And Neil always wanted this Oscar Mayer weenie whistle. And ever since I saw that movie the first time, I've always wanted this darn whistle. And I've been looking for it in stores like retrofestive.ca, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Could you put in a good word with the big guy?
As long as you stay on the nice side of the list.
Thanks, buddy elf. Oh.
Let's get to the next place.
You don't even know where you're going.
Hey, you! What's that? Oh. Whoa,
So this is where Santa plummets in the snow.
Plummets? Is he okay?
He is fine. This was just a movie. It was movie magic.
Nah. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that the snow is fake.
Well, the movie was shot when there was no snow, so they had to use potato flakes. It's snow.
No, it's popcorn.
Yeah.
We knew that we were going to get married, but she had left the idea of when the proposal was going to happen to me. Well, one May day, I decided that today was the day. I gathered up the ring, my courage, and we headed out to the park where we had our first date. As we neared the park, I turned the corner and noticed that the whole thing, to my shock, was covered in snow. This was the set for Tim Allen's townhouse when Santa Claus falls off the roof. There was nobody immediately around at the time, so I grabbed her by the hand, we jumped over the guardrail, and we trudged out into the middle of the park in the fake snow. I did hear a few production staff around inquiring and asking why we were there, but they were immediately silenced once I dropped to one knee, produced the ring, and asked the woman of my dreams to marry me. So in celebration of the movie, I'm happy to report that we too are 25 years older, still married, still in love. We have 2 beautiful children. I hope you enjoy the film.
Santa, are you all right? Santa?
It'll be okay, kids.
Let him go! Let Santa go!
This is where the movie ended and Neil, my hero, got the weenie whistle. There's a big glorious crane shot at the end, all to see Neil get his weenie whistle. Oh, and of course, Santa Claus becoming the permanent Santa Claus. Yeah. You know what, I'm really getting cold here. I think we should head back to the theater. What do you think?
Yeah, by elf standards, I'm freezing.
I thought it was cold where you live. Well, my little elfin friend, that concludes our tour of Oakville locations from the Santa Claus. Now, there were lots of other locations as well. A lot of the film was shot in studios as well as in the city of Toronto. But, you know, we're pretty proud of our contribution from the town of Oakville in this film.
That tour was no joke.
It certainly was. Thank you so much for joining us on our little adventure on the search for the Santa Claus. Now, we're pretty proud of our town, and we were really happy to be able to show off some of the locations where this great holiday classic was shot. We hope that you and your family will have an opportunity to make this movie a part of your tradition each holiday season for years to come. On behalf of the entire team here at Film.ca Cinemas, we want to wish you a very safe and happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, and above all, we'll see you at the movies.
I have to go. I gotta catch the Polar Express at 2700. But before I go, compliments of the big guy.
But